been 2004 since the moped had a tag on it, so it's been sitting for a while.
275 and I'm on 3 and dime. Sold it right here.
Number 9.
Number 9, lucky number 9. It's gone.
I got this unit in Marysville, Ohio for $275. One of the best things I've ever seen in a unit right inside here behind the door. There is a moped. I can't believe it. I can't wait to ride it. I can't wait to use it. We can take it to all
But George and
George.
We're gonna do all of the unboxing, and Jeremy's just gonna kind of sit behind and supervise.
Taking over.
And we're going to be a rebel with no gloves. I'm gonna let my brother George do the honors of opening up the unit.
All right, folks, here we
Open
go.
her up, George. Woo!
Wow.
Do you see all this stuff?
Lots of boxes to go through, George.
Lots of stuff. So the biggest reason that Jeremy got this unit is because of the moped.
Careful, it's a Cobra.
It might bite.
Which I think will be cool because it'll be easier to transfer with us versus a golf cart. So one of the things that we love when we're profiling unit is dust, and there's a ton of dust in here. I was going to be a rebel and unbox without gloves, but changed my mind.
What about Junior?
What are
I
you
heard
gonna
your
do,
people's
George?
cries from last time, and I planned ahead.
Whoa!
Came prepared.
What is it?
Here's a clock, a guitar clock. Very dusty. Look at that. It's got layers upon layers of dust.
This is what killed Elvis.
Popcorn?
Way too much popcorn. There's probably a lot of butter on that. I know he was a big fan of butter.
George.
Which
Yes.
George?
How about a locker food eating challenge?
Of old popcorn?
Yeah, George versus George.
All right, what we have here is a pocket Pikachu. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. You can shake it and you can hear it. It still works. He gains steps every time you shake it.
Is that what it does? It records steps?
Mm-hmm. It's a pedometer.
Oh, check that out. For all you Lord of the Ring fans.
Is it sealed?
Yeah, this is brand new. Sealed.
That's awesome.
This has to be worth something. Here's a tote just filled with random stuff.
You love stuff.
Stuff.
Love.
Laugh.
I think that's
Live.
my cue for live. Nope, the Georges are taking it over. I don't even get a cue.
Found an original from October 26, 2001.
Yeah, this is dated 2000.
High school band student handbook.
There's a bunch
Must
of
march.
random CDs, a bunch of random... This must be like their junk drawer. Here's a Rubik's Cube, but it's not real.
Oh wow.
Let me see if I can solve it. And I got nothing.
Look,
Is that the original Boba Fett?
check those out. His eyes light up.
Are these old Star Wars?
Found a bracelet with family photos in there. How charming.
I found a token.
What's the token
Chuck
for?
E. Cheese.
Oh,
This might be silver.
or it's from Chuck E. Cheese. Let's see if we can find the markings. I don't see any markings on this.
Everybody's least favorite character from Family Guy, Meg, never opened. We're going to keep that unopened.
All right, George, you ready to open up your first tote?
I am, George. Let's do this.
Totes my
What
goats.
the Hales?
It's Georgian surround
way.
sound.
Some drumsticks.
I've got a
Oh!
fever. And the only cure
It goes to the
is
cowbell.
more cowbell.
Yeah!
Get it.
Found a wallet.
There's never anything good in wallets.
Sometimes we do find stuff in wallets,
It
but
looks
this
like my
one,
wallet.
This one looks like
What? There's
Ooh, another
one. Ooh, that
wallet.
one's nice.
This one has a guitar on it.
A guitar?
A guitar.
I think it makes noise when you play it. That's pretty good.
But was there Nope.
Wah, wah,
No.
wah.
Ooh, look at this.
Wow.
It's new.
Is that Fantasia?
Yeah.
Limited
sealed in the
release,
box.
just like Jeremy. It's one of a kind.
They broke the mold. Wait, what date is that, sweetheart?
Oh my
The
gosh.
date is... I don't know.
Guess what this is?
My guess is that is a horse.
It's a horse whistle. That's
An
exactly
H
right.
horse.
It's a harmonica. Let's hear you play it. Oh, maybe you shouldn't put your mouth on that.
Was that a Dare Me
That's
Jeremy?
what she said.
Ready? This is my song for George. And George. You can put your own words to it.
If you're a fan of skulls, here's one for the ladies. Or some of the gentlemen. It's not bad.
Nice.
Random piece.
That's a
Ooh,
guitar
look.
piece.
What is this?
Oh, good lord, get that out of my face.
What is that?
It is a advanced prison shiv.
Baby,
Yeah,
that's
you
your
have a long
knife.
time.
Did you look?
What does that remind you of?
This is an Ideal Industries. That's a spare. There's a spare blade inside, babe. This is a knife. There's.
It's a weird one.
You open that thing up. There's another blade.
What does this remind you of, George?
The fluid in the glass.
The elixir of life, I believe. Oh wow, it smells like strawberries.
Oh, ooh.
Here's a mini piano.
I think
See
that
if it
also makes
works.
noise when you play with it.
It's mini. It's mini, just like you two.
Here's a watch. Merca.
More time, Tom. Ooh.
A Winchester. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
It's a money clip.
Look what George just found.
What'd you find?
a beautiful finger clip.
Nice.
That was his ring finger.
Here's more skeleton.
Oh wow,
rings.
yeah, very nice.
You got it. Put your hand behind it. There you go. Now go down a little bit. Now over a little bit. Now up a little bit. Now over the other way a little bit. Now down a little bit. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You're getting used to this, George. George.
Here's another ring. This looks like a gargoyle.
Babe, you gotta put your hand behind it. Look at that. That is.
Such a pretty smile.
Is it stamped with anything?
Am I allowed to show this one?
What is it? Is it a wedding ring? Babe, I don't think that's
It's
a
just
good
a
idea.
bird.
Okay.
You could cover a piece up. There you go. Cover it up. Now you can show it.
Here's another ring.
It's the number 1. It stands for one love.
Because if you're not first, you're last. Here's 2 random flint pieces.
Those are arrowheads.
Arrowheads. From the Wachiki tribe.
Look at that. Huh.
More watches.
We find them every once in a while.
Wrist clocks, as they're also known
Jam
as.
time.
We all know what these are good for.
That's what he said.
There's a lot of lighters in here. There's 4 so far. That's a cool one. This is Lucky.
Lucky. Does that say Jeremy?
Sailor Jerry.
Oh, Sailor Jerry.
close.
Oh, so close. Remember that last unit we did with your brother George and everything was labeled Jeremy?
Yeah. Did anyone leave a comment saying that we staged it and put it in there?
Yes, but I blocked and deleted them.
Here's a cool belt buckle. Another ring.
If you ever need assistance holding your pants up, a chain link belt,
Whoa.
skull and
And crossbones. What do you think they were using that for? You know who would love this? Lisa. Desert Dragon Works.
Nice little gear ring. You like that? It's not an earring, it's a gear ring.
With,
Oh, I see
with
what you
this
did
gear
there.
ring, baby, I have a very important question to ask you. Baby, I have a
Yes.
very important question to ask you.
What's your question?
Will you Gary me with this gear ring? Will you Gary me? It's a gear ring.
Why do you have to play with my emotions like that? Here's a bracelet. It's pretty.
Very lovely.
Another skull ring? Holy
I
cow.
was hoping you could return this to him.
Holy
Lots of
jeebus.
skulls, dragons, skeletons. Guess what this is?
I don't know. Will you?
Who wants to put this on?
I think George
I
should.
think I should.
It kind of blends in with your shirt.
Bringing chokers back for men.
Yeah, no kidding. Look, he's got the rings,
Pull your collar down.
the skulls, the collar. Wow. You're all set, man.
Let's keep moving.
On to the next box. Let's get this open.
Let's get
See
it
what's
open.
inside.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Where do you hide your rocks? There's all kinds of random rocks in here. We have a lot of rock collectors.
Very nice. Some Himalayan pink salt right there.
This looks like, you see that one, George? It looks
do.
like petrified poo.
It does. It looks
That's-
like
yeah.
there's
I
bones
saw
in there.
this exact same thing this morning before we came out here.
It's a space peanut.
Oh, those are brand new drumsticks.
They are indeed signed by Elvis Presley himself.
Nice.
Oh, they're sealed.
They are.
They're sealed in plastic and cellophane.
Here's some more drumsticks.
How's your guys' air drumming?
Electronic.
How's your air drumming?
Oh wow.
Boom. Here's a.
This is where it's at right here.
Alright,
Okay, so
ready?
to find prices for G.I. Joe, where should they look?
We always use eBay sold comps to help us identify what we find and how much things are being sold
And
for.
when she says comps, that's Egyptian for comparatives or
So
comparisons.
you want to use the eBay sold feature in the eBay app.
This is incredible.
Whoa. Look at all these.
Okay, so the
Outfits.
vintage G.I. Joe clothing, accessories, all of this stuff. If this is the original old school stuff, this could be worth hundreds of dollars just here. This could pay for the unit. So what we got to do is we got to do our research.
There he is.
Now,
It's Mr. Joe himself.
is that Joe?
That's him.
See the
He looks a
scar?
little angry.
See the scar? Okay, so the way to know if you have Joe or not is they put a scar on every G.I. Joe's face from the very beginning. Now this one looks like a more contemporary G.I. Joe. We're gonna have to Flint.
He
We're
might
gonna have to
a
look
date
him
on his
out.
neck. Look on the neck. No markings. He might have a marking on his booty.
I have one
We're
on
gonna
my
have to take his
booty.
clothes off.
There's a marking right there.
Do you want to see my birth marking? It's in the shape
So
of
we'll
a
take
heart.
a look at that later.
I had your name tattooed into it. So one Joe, all the accessories, and
And the
the locker,
crate.
the foot locker.
Oh, and a He-Man sword. Can't miss your He-Man.
Nice.
For all of our extreme sports fans, we have a shortboard, I believe. It's a nice skateboard.
Nice.
Switch stance. Decent condition.
Why don't
Probably
you
only been
try it
ridden
out?
twice.
Wait, there's a copyright date on there, isn't
It
it?
is 1994.
So again, eBay comps.
Yeah, we'll have to look that
eBay
one up
sold.
on eBay for sure.
Go ahead and try it out. You think it's safe?
It does not seem safe, but let's do it anyways.
A little
Remember,
wobbly.
we
but
always say safety
first.
second. Second when you've got George here.
Cells first.
Oh yeah!
There was a pebble.
Yep. That's why we say safety second.
What'd you find, George?
Just a bunch of crush cans. Jeremy, you're my crush.
Aw,
How much do you think we can get for all of these?
George is my crush.
Apparently, in Michigan, you can get 5 cents a can.
A lot more than Ohio.
A lot more than Ohio for some reason.
Are we allowed to take them across borders?
So while the nation is storming Area 51, you should storm the border of Michigan to get your 5 cents a can.
I hate to do it, but I'll do it for the money. It's about 75 cents here. It's worth it. In gas alone. This is a real beaut here, folks. For anybody that's a fan of the Christmas Story.
Oh, who remembers the movie A Christmas Story?
Not me, but you know what? You'll shoot your
Fragile.
eye out.
Fragile, that's right.
Is
It's
it
way
in
up.
there?
Let's check it out. Let's hope it's here.
Sounds like it.
Still very fragile.
George.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
George.
Look at that.
George.
It's still new, sealed, yes.
The other George. George.
Then you have
Yes.
to say George.
George, do you think I could get one of these for my house?
I believe you have one right now.
Do you
for
think
your
George
house.
would let me?
I'd let you.
You know,
yeah.
you know George best. Do you think George would let
I'd
me
let
get
you
one of these for
assemble
my
that.
house?
I think it might end up the same way it did in the actual movie, buried in your backyard and broken. Very nice. Still perfect condition. We're
It
taking
is.
$19.95 on it right
Brand
now.
new.
Going once.
3 easy installments.
Show them the fishnet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it
I
is.
don't want to unwrap that. That's too nice.
It's brand new.
That's so cool. I used to love watching this movie. My favorite part was when he got his tongue stuck on the pole. Oh my gosh, Jeremy, check out what we just found.
That was freaking fast when you brought that over here, George.
I'm
A
gonna get
Jimmy
it
John's
changed.
for like a delivery. For delivery boy. He probably used to work there and kept this thing.
You've been looking for a part-time side hustle.
You know what we should do?
I know what you should do.
What should we do?
You should definitely change it to Jeremy John's.
Jeremy
Because
John's.
he's freaky fast.
They all say you should start packing me lunches. But have you gotten me anything? Baby, what is that? What is that? Holy cow, that was freaky fast.
Did the Jimmy John's delivery guy just throw our food and say so fast? This isn't even what I ordered.
not even
This isn't
Jimmy
even
John's. That's Culver's.
It's okay, babe. You're hungry. You'll eat it.
I'll eat
right?
anything. I'll eat anything.
Here's some cheese curds.
Yes.
All right, George. Ready to open up another box?
Sure am, George. What do we
Open
got?
her up.
What do we got? It's like some nice Comfest stuff.
Anything in there?
No, once again, it's another one of my wallets.
Here's a cute little purse that has the sun and the moon. That's really cool.
Made out of
Smell
100% pure hemp.
Oh, check this out.
You may not have been
There we go.
smelling hemp. You might have been smelling Bob Marley.
Check out
That's
this
what it is.
bag. Yeah, man. That's a cool bag. Bunch more purses. You want to help me look in
That
the...
would be great. I need a fanny pack.
Your sister just got a fanny pack.
And I
Do you know
love
in the
it.
UK what fanny stands for?
Stands for love.
I love my fanny pack.
Baby, I love your UK fanny pack
Oh,
too.
nice, a little Burberry knockoff.
This one's 9 and Company. Nothing. We're not getting anything. Not even a gift
Absolutely
card.
nothing.
Not even a penny.
I just saw paper.
You saw paper?
Right? What's that? Nope, I saw a tag.
Made in China.
More bags to hide your stuff in. Oh, that one's cute.
Not
That leopard print would look good with you, George.
I agree.
nada.
Here's a nice little makeup
cool.
bag.
I Heart Cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Empty again. Ooh, this one's a little crusty, but nonetheless.
Crusty ones are just well used.
It's a fairy riding a horse, it looks like.
Huh.
Anything inside it?
I had a joke there, but
Just
it
trees.
escaped me.
Oh, there we go. What
What's
do we
it say?
got? Let's see. Entitled to 1 free skating pass. Oh, that goes with the skateboard we found.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Right around the
Here's
corner from here.
a Victoria's Secret.
Oh, that's actually a Victoria
It's
bag?
a corset.
Oh, very cool.
That's it.
You lose weight the more you tighten it.
Very dusty.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Let's get the, what is this?
Yeah, more.
Is that more Jimmy John's?
I hope you guys are having fun while you make me load everything.
It's all in the delivery.
Freaky fast. Is there more than one? Oh, there is not. That is one poster.
Here's another one. I bet this is probably Jimmy John's too. It says
My
my
meats 8 real veggies.
Jimmy
That sounds very perverted.
We know who has the meats.
Oh my gosh, look at all this money.
No way.
Woo.
$1,000 bills.
Too bad this isn't real.
George, we're not rich.
Make it rain.
Baby, did Jimmy John sponsor this video?
No, but it would be nice.
No, we're gonna have to edit all this Jimmy John stuff out.
What'd you find?
I found a Wii remote
Nice.
that takes candy instead of batteries.
Here. Let's just. Here. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Wait. We better check the date.
I was going to say, check the expiration date.
Let's check the date. The date is.
Are you two about to have a storage
Baby?
challenge?
George, don't worry. The date is March 4th. We're good. Don't even worry about it. March 4th. We got the candy rolls. We're good on the date. Okay. You ready, George?
Ready.
In 3, 2,
Don't
1.
do it. Don't do it.
Oh, wow, that's really crunchy.
That's from 2013. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Avanti Cobra 3G. Can you imagine not only just 3G, but can you imagine 2Gs, 2 Georges riding on this moped? George and George across the great blue sky and yonder here at the storage unit facility.
It flies?
Baby,
It will.
anything will fly with you on it. This is why we bought it.
It's so cool. I
Now,
love it.
the one thing that we didn't tell the viewers yet is we don't have a title to get the plate on it. But what George has done, George, what did you do?
I contacted the previous owner and told him that I would love to give him back some personal paperwork and some other sentimentals. However, he would have to agree to sign over the title, which I think is fair.
We told him we'd give him anything he wants as long as he signs the title
Yep.
over to us.
He gave me a list of items that he wanted, including the drum set and other DJ, like spinning equipment and pictures, and turns out that the title's in his mother's name, so his mom's gonna have to come up and meet us to have it signed in front of a notary.
I can't wait to see you ride this
And
thing.
don't forget, we're going to surprise him with the cremation of his dog Birdie.
Yes.
Who names their dog Birdie?